Hello, and welcome to my first on-course video. Today I'm playing Alsager Golf and Country Club in the middle of winter. And to its credit, the greens were in really good condition, albeit the rest of the course was a little bit waterlogged. We're starting off today with a par 3 for the first, which to me seems a little bit criminal and should be outlawed at this point. But taking it on, it was about 150 yards. Elected to go 8 iron, hit a fairly good shot here if I'm honest as well. Just a tiny bit of an overdraw and put me very much in trouble in this bunker. Sizing up, I'm actually right against the back of this as well, so it's a really tricky shot. Sadly made contact with the ball first and sort of trapped it and threw it across to the other side of the rough. That shot was a little chipper in, and then this to save a bogey, and of course missed that one as well, my own fault. But put this one in, and sadly starting with a double bogey. That is below the cup. Right, that one is well and truly out of the system, and we now move on to the second, which is a short par 4. Electing for 6 iron off the tee, just to get a little bit of control and make sure we've got one in play. And it's just gone down the left and into the first cut. Not in a bad position, taking it on with pitching wedge, and I've gone drastically short with this one. Usually it's got about 130. I think a little bit of wind and cold meant that I came up just a little bit of short. So taking chipper just to get onto the green itself. Not a bad chip, just had a very erratic bounce that you probably saw just then. But I'm putting at least, although it is a long putt, sort of 15 foot off the flag. Just need to get it up there and give myself a little putt in to claim a bogey. And that is exactly what I've done, which leaves me with an easy cleanup to take the bogey and get this round back on track, going into our first par 5 of the day. Right, we are no nonsense with the driver, banging it down the middle even if it wasn't the cleanest contact I've ever made, which leaves me a 5 iron into the hole. First long iron of the day, and I have not made good contact. Little bit of a thin there, which forced the block, which left me with a full club in, which was my pitching wedge. Good yardage for me, good hit, good contact, and as I said, I'm on the dance floor, which is always a nice place to be. Now I've got a putt for birdie. Can he make it? No, I'll save you the spoiler here. He couldn't make it, but that is a tap-in par. Again, getting this round going, warming up a little bit, starting to get a little bit of confidence as the distance starts allowing me to take on the shots that I want to take on. Right, we've now got our second par 3 of the day. Again, it should be illegal to start on a par 3, but I'm warm now, I'm warm. And that is again about 150 yards, 8 iron in, slight draw, nothing too drastic. And sadly, just let it go in the wind a little bit. So I'm pin high as you can see here, just a little bit off the left, which is a usual miss for me. Electing to take chipper again, just playing it as safe as I possibly can. Conditions are not great, as you can see there's a lot of mud, so getting the wedges in, there's just going to be no help on the bounce. This for par. Missed on the left. Putting was not my strong point today, I have to say. Really needs to improve as the greens get quicker, otherwise I'll be in trouble. But I'll take my bogey and run as we make our way to the stroke index 2. Right, this is a big par 4 now. Stroke index 2 around 430 yards. So driver needs to be a big carry here. I expect some distance off of the thing. And I've absolutely flushed that. Feels good, looks good, very confident. Been working on this recently, and 256 is a big hit for me, leaving an 8 iron into the green. Sadly, need to work on that a little bit more because I am short and do not make it. A little bit of forewarning, this should have a PG rating at minimum because this is not going to be pretty. Don't ask me how I've managed that, but there was a lot of mud on that ball and I just did not hit it well at all. Managed to flick it. Now I'm not best pleased with myself after that effort, so I'm not really thinking about this shot. I just hit it onto the green and hope for the best at this point. Sadly, I've let chances go awry, and after a drive that good, I'd really want to be punishing a hole like this, but coming up short with the 8 meant I always had a bit of work left to do, and then sadly, the putting wasn't clinical enough to save my blushes as I go in for a double bogey. That's been the round at this point. I will make sure to get another upload soon, but 18.9 handicap, wouldn't be making it on a day like that.